What is happening, Cryptosomniacs? Let's try this again. Today is December 6th, Thursday, and I am Jason Randall with Cryptosomniacs. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. Lots of stuff to cover in the news today right here on Cryptosomniac. Stay tuned. What is happening, guys? How is everybody doing today? Sorry about the little mishap there. Started to go live, computer crashed. Don't know what happened. Maybe it does not like all my sweet new video bits. So anyway, how's everybody doing today? Let's just make sure I can see what's going on around here. I did not leave. I did not leave. I am back. The price crashed. I'm sorry, the software crashed along with the price, and I am back. So, what's happening, Electric Jim? What's happening, Ryan Jack? Yeah, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Tons of good stuff going on in the markets. Four Leaf Crypto. Hello, hello. What's up, Alex? Thrillsville. Yeah, tons of good stuff going on in the market. Yeah, here I am looking at this, and I should be on the charts. Let's just get into it, shall we? Not great volume. We've started to see capital flee again from the market. Bitcoin dominance continuing to rise. Market cap down to 115 billion. So we've lost about $1 billion since yesterday, and it looks like maybe two more currencies have kicked off and gone away. So more shitcoins dying is a good thing for the space, especially as the market continues its slide. And we'll see what happens here. Pirate Hat days slipping away, says the original OPO. I've never been keen on the Pirate Hat because I don't like the thought of the captain going down with the ship, so to speak. And so never was big into the Pirate Hat. Yeah, no pirates over here. Great, excited to hear this show today. Yeah, honestly, guys, this is gonna be a short one. Not a ton of good, not a ton of stuff going on. Two things though. One, if you are interested in a quick read, I did a little bit of technical analysis and wrote an article on Stellar over on cryptosomniac.com, so you can head over there and take a peek. Just looking at it, it looks like it has it's completed 100% retracement from its last little run up, and just go into a little bit of speculating why I think maybe that was the case. Also, there is the link to the video if you weren't able to get your free Stellar out of that airdrop for the blockchain.com wallet. You can do so there, and just going on through it. So anyway, if you are interested in reading that, head on over to cryptosomniac.com, and it is right there. Stellar completes 100% retracement. It is the #1 article. So yeah, anyway. Adam, what's happening? Gypsy Gold. My head's always either too big or too small for this guy. He just, you know, we'll go with big because apparently my ego is big, but I would say that's actually the opposite of the fact, because whether or not I have been right, I'm not happy about being right. So exactly what we thought was going to play out here, guys, on the daily on Bitcoin did and is continuing to do so. We will see if it continues to respect this long-term trend line of support, but not really looking like it. Already wicked down below it twice. Yeah, already wicked down below it twice, so looking pretty ugly there for Bitcoin. And I think if it does, I think we are ripe to see it break this support and dip, and from there it goes back down into the next order block. So you know, there's a range of support going between about 2,200 and 3,000. You know, we'll have to go way back to look at. Hold on, sorry, I'm looking at the hourly, so this is going to take forever. But we'd have to go way back to see, you know, where this next order block starts to look like it makes sense. But you can see it there. You can see it there. It's like this chunk of orders right in here. So personally, I'd be playing it at the bottom of it, because I tried to play it at the top of the order block up here and got caught holding a bag of Bitcoin. So yeah, the current size of my head is a great trading indicator, perhaps. But yeah, anyway, so I'd be putting mine, you know, I've got some buys down in this order block here, somewhere around close to the 2100 range. I've got some buys down there in anticipation of a bounce actually so that I can try to make up some of the bag that I'm holding from 5,800 to current. How do you think Binance Chain will affect Ethereum? And I think Ethereum is, until they've got some definitive solutions to their scaling issues, I think there's going to be a lot of projects that we will see overtake Ethereum in the near future. Binance Chain being one of them. I mean, Binance has a ton of money for funding, so they would be able to have a really solid fund. And you know, if they launch their own blockchain, what is to stop them from? What is to stop a number of projects coming over to there? And think about why that makes sense, guys. Because ultimately, if I'm a crypto project creator, we know what Binance listings does for the overall value of a token, right? I mean, you guys know generally when something gets listed on Binance, it pumps like crazy. So if you can go and be funded by the very corporation that would then help you build it, and then would also have a direct line to be able to possibly get it listed on one of the biggest exchanges in crypto, I think that could be huge in general. So Binance Chain could be a real problem. Now, that being said, is it built for scalability? Perhaps. You know, Ethereum, we have seen and tested and are aware of some of the potential drawbacks. There are still a lot of untested systems in place that, you know, there's a lot of speculative promises about what they can do, but they're not tested. At least we know what we're facing. You know, with Ethereum, it's the devil we know. All right, so let's see. What else? What else? Yeah, let's just get into the news here. So first of all, I wanted to touch on this. A lot of people are asking me, they've asked me about this repeatedly over the last few weeks. Do I think that Ripple is undervalued? And I think the exact opposite. So a lot of these things, a lot of people are giving CoinMarketCap a lot of trouble for the valuation that they're giving Ripple. And essentially the short version of this is CoinMarketCap says that they are valuing Ripple based on what is the circulating supply. There is an undistributed portion of Ripple, that's all what's locked up in the smart contracts, that are not considered in circulating supply. Personally, whether those things are locked up in smart contracts or not, they exist currently. So whether they are circulating in the market, I would think that those would need to be factored into the overall valuation of Ripple. And frankly, that would make Ripple worth less to me because, again, if it's valued at its current price with X amount in the market and there's the ability to flood the market with significant amount more, that would make what is currently in the market worth less. That is just the simple economic principle as I understand it. If I am not thinking about this correctly, I would be happy for somebody to correct me and tell me where my failure, my logical fallacy is, but that's the way that it seems to me. And generally, when you flood a supply and there's no demand, that makes the value of whatever it is go down. So whether that's Ripple, fiat, gold, coltan, dirt, whatever it is, when a commodity is valued at a certain percent, it is generally because it is based on there only being a certain amount of that commodity available. Once more of that commodity becomes available to the general public, that means the existing available commodity is worth less. Make sense? Okay. That's how it makes sense to me. So if anything, I would say, regardless, that I would think Ripple is actually worth less than what they are saying that it is. But maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. I could be wrong. Feel free to let me know if I have a massive logical fallacy down there in the comments, guys. And Ryan, I see what you're trying to do. I'm not buying on either one of those. I have ridden both trains. I am no longer riding either train. All right, so let's see. So there's this is another piece of information in the news that I thought was pretty interesting. There's a lot of outspoken people in the Bitcoin space, particularly Bobby Lee, talking about just allow any fully decentralized asset class to become its own asset class. Stop trying to say it's a security or a commodity or any of these existing asset classes. Effectively, what they're saying is it is time to create a new asset class with new sets of rules that govern that asset class, because cryptocurrency is not like a commodity. It is not like a it's not like other currencies. It's not like a lot of the things that are currently existing for regulatory frameworks in the financial market. And there's a lot of calls going on specifically to say SEC classify it as its own asset class and then give us some clear regulation around it so we can move forward, right? We're all serious business people. We're all trying to operate serious businesses, and we all want this stuff to work in the real world. Give us some clear guidelines so we know the direction to go. So anyway, hopefully we will see some regulation come forward, but anyway, we'll see. This is stating U.S. Congressman, Warren Davidson planning to introduce new legislation to create a new asset class for cryptocurrency. So hopefully we can see that. That's going to be going forward in Ohio. So shout out all of my Ohio people. Feel free to go out to your local voting polls and see what you can do to support this sort of regulation coming in, because some clarity I think would go a long way towards helping move the market back in a positive direction. Holding tokens is useless. If someone offers 1 cent for Bitcoin, then your holding is worth 1 cent. But for you, it's okay. It's still 1 Bitcoin. Ultimately, that is an accurate way. So I mean, what was your goal to get into cryptocurrency in the first place? Were you here to try to get fiat rich? Well, you know, you had a lot of opportunity last year, and if you didn't sell at the top, it might be a while before you have the opportunity to get fiat rich again. If your whole point in this was because, hey, I identify with the ideals of this, and I do want to support a system that is an alternative to the current financial system, then you know, maybe it doesn't matter what the fiat value of it is. And ultimately, it really all comes down to, can I spend my Bitcoin? Because once the volatility, once we don't have these massive swings in volatility, you know, $1,200, $20,000, $10,000, $6,000, like once it's just steady, ultimately it won't even matter. So really, you know, it's kind of like if I just decide, if I'm an American merchant and I decide I want to accept pesos, I can. I just have to be able to go down to the foreign exchange and turn those into dollars to go deposit those in the bank. Or I can deposit them in the bank and take a nasty hit on the exchange fee. So, I mean, there is that option. And so ultimately it comes down to, do you and do the people that are involved in this market value a Bitcoin as worth a Bitcoin, or do they still care what it's worth versus fiat dollars? Need more cars still. Yeah, indeed. Anything new catching your eye? Guys, honestly, I'm not touching anything. I'm realistically, I'm not interested at all in altcoins right now. Not at all. I'm interested in protecting my Bitcoin stack right now. I will watch these projects, and you know, I will see, but I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying any of my long-term supports. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not buying any more anything. Bitcoin is the only thing I'm trading in and out of right now, because I am trying to protect my Bitcoin valuation. Right now, I'm still in the green. Right now, I'm still in the green. I would like to stay that way. Let's see. What else? What else? Waiting for ETH sub 80. Yeah. Again, not touching ETH. What I hold in my Trezor is still in my Trezor, and that's where it will live for the time being. Same thing for the Bitcoin that's on my Trezor. Basically, I am all fiat and Bitcoin on my exchanges right now. XRP is garbage, stamped with the USD fiat seal, says Chris. They're very similar in my opinion. RV Chop says waiting for Bitcoin to hit between 1,500 and 1,000 so we can all accumulate a shitload more. That's definitely, I would be buying some if it got down to that price, certainly. JFA says, indeed, the protocol and token work, but making money over it, it's supposed to help people transfer money, not get rich over it. That's exactly right. You know, and there's been a lot of, I mean, I think that's, this whole ethos we've gone so far away in this industry from banking the unbanked. Ooh, I hate that term. Ooh, I hate it. Banking the unbanked, alternative currency system, alternative monetary system, divest from the existing system. We've moved so far away from that you know, it's basically been co-opted by the same people that ruined the fiat system, and they're going to try to come over and do that to Bitcoin now with derivative products and fractional products, and you know, unfortunately, that's just the nature of it. So, do I believe in Bitcoin long term? Absolutely. Do I believe in sound money? Absolutely. Do I believe that you know, do I know that Bitcoin will be the ultimate currency of the future? No, but I think everything else is still pegged to it right now, and so in the meantime, until this bear market is over, I do not care anymore about altcoins until Bitcoin figures out what it's going to do. The altcoins that I have had in my long-term stack will stay there and sit. The Bitcoin and the fiat that I have are going to get traded back and forth so that I can continue to have more Bitcoin, or at least preserve my fiat level. All right, let's see. Let's just quit crypto, quit YouTube news, and come back in 6 months, says SunKing25. I mean, who knows, guys? I'm going to come on here as long as people are watching, but I will say this. I have noticed our views have gone significantly down. So whether that is because I'm not providing as good a content or people are just not interested, I'm not sure. But obviously, our views have gone way down, and that's why I'm asking, what do you guys want to watch? What do you want to see? I am happy to put the content out that you guys want to see, but I certainly don't want to come on here every day, go over the news and be like, it's bad news, it's bad news, it's bad news, and everybody goes, cool, let's all sell, and who cares? Nobody wants to watch that, right? So that's why I like to try to find good news like this. So this I thought was good news, is that there's still an increase in demand for blockchain-related jobs in the labor market. So obviously, people with taxes tax knowledge are obviously very sought after, as many people who made gains over the last 24 months, or at least in 2017 and into 2018, are concerned about protecting those gains and not getting eaten up in short-term capital gains tax. But in short, this is just going over some basic numbers. Glassdoor did a survey and said in August of 2018, companies have posted 1,775 vacancies related to blockchain technology, which is up 3 times compared to August of 2017. So significant increase overall, and granted, obviously, massive boost in jobs relating to Bitcoin and searches relating to Bitcoin. Those have gone down over the course of the year as the market has continued to cool off, but still significantly up from last year. And just looking at some of the numbers that you can get, lack of qualified personnel means higher salaries for blockchain specialists. As estimated by Glassdoor, the average base salary is about 85 grand, which is 62% higher than the average wage. So every time I tell myself, I'm starting to kick myself when every time I'm like, it's not really worth my effort to learn Solidity. I don't know that I'd get a good ROI. I don't know if you could get a $500,000 a year job, which is, that's probably a rarity. But if you can get, something that's paying you well over 120K a year to be able to code and help further develop this industry, I think that shows that overall, there is still positive direction to be had in this market, and there is still a big, bright future for blockchain technology. So anyway, all right, that's about it. Other than let's just get into this. So this is a fun one with the with all the drama between ABC and SV recently with the Bitcoin Cash hard fork. Another company has stepped in and has filed a lawsuit. So a company called United Corp is taking a number of the Bitcoin Cash actors to court, specifically stating that, here, let me just read it. United Corp also alleges that a few days later, on November 20th, the ABC development team planted a poison pill in the blockchain in the form of a deep reorg prevention, as well as other functionality, in order to cement the control of the blockchain ledger. This intervention allows maintenance of control on future implementations and any related rule sets for future network upgrades. So effectively what this is saying is that as a person who owns Bitcoin Cash, you are supposed to be have the right to decentralization. So this is what the lawsuit is going through. Do the people have the right to decentralization? Effectively, they're saying that they are market manipulating the network. So market manipulation is centralizing what is intended to be a decentralized transactional system, enabling the corruption of democratic and neutral principles of the Bitcoin Cash network. So effectively, they are just saying that because they sold off a bunch of Bitcoin in order to rent hashing power to prop up ABC, that was an improper use of funds, and they are filing a lawsuit. So this would be an interesting one to watch. I'm certainly interested to see how this goes, and if Roger Ver and or Bitmain and Jihan Wu end up with any sort of repercussions or consequences from it. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. So other than that, I think, let's see here. let's see. So back up here. Let's just crypto. We got coins and platforms. Anything useful coming to push usability aside from centralization. Countries turning to crypto, etc. Elizabeth says people are just exhausted with this market, and I think that's 100% correct. You know, I mean, honestly, guys, how much money do you want to lose before you don't care anymore? And you got to consider that the majority of people, I think the majority of people that were into crypto, especially over the last 24 months, got in during the big run-up and probably lost their shirts on the way down. So, you know, at a certain point, you just go, I'm not interested anymore. You know, it was a fun ride, and I'm willing to get back to it. So it's now is what shows the true believers. Now is what shows those of us who really do believe in this technology and are here for the long haul. Note how many YouTubers are gone. Note how the Google searches have gone down. Note how everything. Just note how the whole landscape has changed since last year, guys. So, yeah. Joseph Natty says, I liked watching you better at night. It was easier to tune in. I'll go back to evenings once I get back to California. In the meantime, I am still in Colorado, spending time with my fam, and still trying to do as many shows and do as much information forward to you guys as possible. Tell us about Monarch. Any pipeline news? So I can tell you, so I can't disclose anything because that would be wrong and illegal, but I can't disclose anything, but I can tell you this. There is a huge announcement coming from Monarch. So all I can really do is just hype this up, but we do, from Monarch, we do have a huge announcement coming up, very massive, coming up in the very, very near future, guys. So if you have not done so yet, I would actually, here, in fact, I can post this on here. Hold on one second. And if you haven't done so yet, just join the Monarch Telegram group, and give me just 1 second, and I will post that in the chat for you guys. There we go. Cool. So yeah, if any of you guys, yeah, announcement of an announcement. I'm following the Pump Master. But again, I can't announce what this is because then I would be in violation of my agreement with the company, and I don't want to do that because I enjoy working with Monarch. So if you guys want to check out the announcements, go on over to the Monarch token page, and you can find out all of the latest information. But I can tell you that we will have a huge announcement coming up here in the next couple weeks. So definitely stay tuned to that. And you know, of course, I will obviously announce it here once I am allowed to do so. All right, let's see. Everything is being manipulated from gold, uranium, silver. Is Sneh give up? Has Sneh given up? No, Sneh has not given up. Sneh is busy being the CEO of Monarch Token. That's a pretty heavy responsibility. So, you know, things will cool off a little bit. The ICO is nearing completion for Monarch. I'm sorry, the token sale is nearing completion for Monarch. So, the token sale is set to conclude on 12/31. And tokens should be distributed after that. So I imagine you should see more of Sneh after that. All kind of depends, really. I mean, if Monarch goes crazy, he's going to be the CEO of a major company. So you may be seeing less and less of Sneh. Hard to say as of this time, but he anticipates being able to come back on a little bit more. But ultimately, guys, Sneh is just a very busy man. So anyway, let's see. What else? You like this time better for UK viewers, says Crypto Sam. Awesome. Wind Moon, hilarious. Monarch has reached its soft cap. We will disclose all of the numbers at the conclusion of the token sale. You guys should just go over, if you guys want to know about Monarch here, this is where you should go for this. Boom, right there. Head on over to monarchtoken.io, read the white paper, look through it. The website is comprehensive as it gets. Waiting to, yeah, so it tells you all of it. I can tell you it's a dual token system. There's a security token which will pay dividends, and there's a utility token which will function similar to Binance Coin. I don't want to make this show into a Monarch shill, so I'm not going to do that, but you can go over and check out monarchtoken.io, read the white paper, and join the Telegram group for all the latest information. Yeah, we do a lot of, I'm in there a lot, so we do regular announcements, posting social media, et cetera, et cetera. So if you found getting into Monarch confusing compared to other ICOs, that might be because it is a dual token structure, and there's been a lot of people that tried to go through the accredited investor side when they weren't accredited investors, trying to get the security token because they wanted it, didn't understand that you need to be an accredited investor to be able to get the security token. Maybe it was like that. I don't know. Sun King, certainly not accusing you of anything, but yeah, if you were trying to get into the token sale, you can find out all the details. It is still live right now, and you can find all the details over on monarchtoken.io. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. The only other thing, let's just do some TA here. Yeah, token sale ends December 31st. That is correct for Monarch. Let's do a little TA here, and then I am going to get out of here for the day. Yes, that was it. Why do UK need to be accredited? Don't know. I don't know anything about UK finance law. I just know the United States has laws around it. So if there is some sort of securities law similar to that in the UK, I would imagine it probably, we are doing as much as we can to follow security rules and regulations everywhere. So, yeah, the world needs to follow US rules. I mean, effectively, I think that is basically the gist of it. It is very often our rules are more robust and strict than others. So it's kind of like, so I live in California, right? And it's very often that regulations for the rest of the United States will follow what California does. California generally is a little more strict or a little more forward-thinking than some other places, and quite often California will enact regulations, and the rest of the United States has to follow it. I would imagine it's probably something similar. Yeah, the government needs to take a flying leap. Guys, I'm with you on that page. Unfortunately, I live in this world, and I'd like to stay out of prison. So given that we are doing something that is involving financial products, we are following the letter of the law to a T, because we want to continue to operate and be in business, and we like being Americans. So, all right, let's just get into some technical analysis here on Bitcoin. So I'll do Bitcoin and Stellar, and then I think I'm going to bounce. Honestly, guys, if you really want to know what my opinion on Stellar is right now, I did put the article over on cryptosomniac.com. So again, if you just go over to the homepage and click the top article there, I wrote it right there. Stellar completes 100% retracement. So I've got the full info there. While you're at it, guys, if you're enjoying my content, smash that thumbs up for me. Hit that thumbs up and hit the little bell so that you do know when I go live. You get the notifications that say, hey, Cryptosomniac is going live. And yeah, I always do appreciate it. So anyway, let's see. What else? Blockchain jobs, went over that. Ripple, went over that. Roger Ver, got over that. Okay, cool. So let's just look at Bitcoin. So here's what I see, guys. Bitcoin has fallen and is currently, I just, whoops, moved my order block. That was bad. I guess I didn't move it much, is the good news. Come on, you. Slide that back into place. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, what was I saying? So we have seen it bounce off of the long-term support that has been created all year. It is wicked under it several times, which is not a good sign. So again, guys, this is starting to look like 6,000 to me, right? Where it's like, oh no, it's going to respect this line. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think we are in. I think we are in for another dip, and the chart just kind of shows me we have massively increasing sell volume. RSI is looking decent, but on the MACD started to look like it was going to cool out, and again has increased back to the sell side. Looked like we had a little trap here on the wave trend cross. Whoops. we hit a buy signal and immediately hit a sell signal on the 4 hour. And you know, if we go down into the smaller time frames, 1 hour, you can see that's just going to continue to, look, it's already gone under it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So 6 hours in a row, it's already gone under this long-term support. I think it's going to break that, and we tumble for sure. I think exactly the same thing is going to happen. We're going to break that support. We're going to break the bottom of this order block, and we're going to tumble back down. Yeah, I think, Sun King, I don't think you're wrong there. 2,200. Like I said, I've got buys down at like 21-ish, down at the very bottom of this order block. So, yeah, I think, you know, if you're looking to try to make a bounce play, then that's the way I will be playing it. Is I've got orders, buy orders down here, so that in the event it pumps back up at all, I can try to make up some of that bag that I'm holding from 58. So, ETH looking like it won't see next year on the chart, won't be missed, says Chris Menard. That's a sad thing. I don't think ETH's going away altogether, guys. I think, you know, there's a lot of rumors I've been reading lately about whales accumulating it over the counter as well. So that could be another one. You know, I still think Ethereum market share, mind share, I still think it holds up. And most people are still building on the Ethereum blockchain for the time being. We'll see. EOS could surpass it. EOS's numbers look good. I'm a little curious that they are inflated. And, you know, there's a number of other projects. Stellar is showing a lot of promise. There's a lot of the scaling solutions, side chains, etc. So, oh, I'm missing a free Discord server. I think I'm getting trolled. Oh, you're right. I see it. Good catch. Hey, man. Thanks. Thank you for catching that, Ferry. I will sort that out immediately as soon as I'm done with the stream. I appreciate you spotting that. Yeah, other than that, guys, let's see. Hasn't Dan said he's leaving EOS? Yes, or at least he wants to. Whether he is or not, he has said he wants to. We talked about that on Trader Talk on Monday. Rob, Mr. Beatles, is pretty confident that anything Dan Larimer touches moons, and then he leaves and goes and does something else. So I'm interested to see where else he goes next. Maybe he'll sell another $9 billion, and we can get involved in it and make some money. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Anyone else shorting the market? All kinds of people shorting the market over in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Have you guys joined yet? Is anybody here not an Advantage member? Has anybody here not heard me talk about it? You can go over to cryptosomniac.com and you can click right here, join now, or you can go over to the little Advantage and jump in. Try the Advantage for free for 14 days right now. Guys, this is a thriving, bustling community. Even in a down market, we've got people in there. We've got people in there talking about making money, going over news, talking about their trades, planning their trades. I mean, look at this. This is just our Trader Talk channel right here, and this is just from today. From here forward. This is the action that's in there just from today. So tons and tons of people in there talking, and specifically if you're talking about who's shorting the market, there's all kinds of people over in here in our margin trading channel talking about shorting the market. So if you're interested in doing so and learning better techniques and skills, you can do so there. We've got a user requested TA, long-term, medium-term, short-term holds. So these are all, we announce what trades we're making. We let you guys know, and you have the option of following them or not. We do have the bot trading channel where where I've been practicing with my crypto hopper. Currently, I have crypto hopper in no buys mode right now, and just waiting to sell some of the bags. But we're gonna need some good market news for that to happen. Yeah, it's a solid community, guys. We'd love to have you part of it, and in fact, you can join the Discord server for free. Just up top there, you can see in the banner, there's a link that'll take you over there. You can join the Discord server if you're already on Discord. If you are not already on Discord, just head on over and sign up on Cryptosomniac Advantage, and we'll walk you through creating a Discord account and get you into the Discord server. It's a real piece of cake. We'd love to have you in there. Yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's going to be about it for me today. Let's see. How do you think losing ETH Classic will affect market Ethereum? Not at all. I don't think it'll affect it at all. I don't think anybody really gave a shit about ETH Classic, is my honest opinion. I don't think anybody gave a shit, and I think it getting listed on Coinbase was its swan song. I think that was its last hope. I don't think anybody gave a shit, and now that their development team has totally quit, I don't think it affects Ethereum either way. And I just think ETH Classic dies. Yeah, that's Aircoins kind of sums up my opinion. I think it's just going to die. So, anyways, guys, that is about it from me today. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. If you do like the content, again, guys, please do smash that thumbs up. I do enjoy coming on and chatting crypto with you guys and charting crypto for you guys. I hope that you are all able to understand a trader's mentality and have picked up techniques. If you want to sharpen your skills, again, like I said, we'd love to have you over in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. And in the Moon Lounge, that is what we help one another do. So anyways, guys, that is going to be it for me today. So I appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you here tomorrow. Whoops, wrong one. I will see you here tomorrow. Have a great night. Keep your stop losses tight. I am Jason.